So the law of karma states, right? We have the first type of karma, which is the sanchita karma. You see, the sanchita karma is the sum total of all the actions you have done in your past lives. We are not talking about this one. We are talking about the past. And let us assume that you live for 100 years. So we put 100 years there. And let us assume that you had 1 million past lives. So we are having, right? $100 million years. And let us assume we take another 1,000 from one life to the next. So we have 100 billion years of accumulated action. It could be much more, right? But let us, for our little reference, we are getting down here. And let us think now in our 24-hour day. How do we function? Let us assume that we have slept for 6 hours to be on a little positive side. You are sleeping for 6 hours, so that left you with 18 hours of waking time in your waking stage. The activities of 18 hours. Because most of the people today keep awake for about 18 hours more or less. The majority. And out of these 18 hours, how many minutes you will really have? Maybe 30 minutes. And that even, sometimes you don't have that happiness. So let us assume, to be a little generous, you had 1 hour of pure happiness. You know, happiness is bliss. So how many times in the day you have this experience of bliss? Sometimes you can't even remember. So we are adding, right? 18 hours or 17, because we took one to be a little generous. So we add another 17 there, right? And these years of negative action is like a pressure on top of you, an unseen pressure. You don't see it, you feel it. Because you get up in the morning and you feel very heavy, you feel very tense, for no reason at all. You didn't do anything that you are conscious of. But that accumulated action is on you. And that pushes you. And if you are not strong enough to do something to modify that, that is going to push you against the wall with all the pressure there is. And sometimes your life would be a continuous form of suffering. And then you begin to say, my goodness, maybe God does not like me. He does not listen to my prayers. He's punishing me. No. Because when you were doing the bad deeds, you did not remember Him. Right? You only remember Him when things is bad. And most of you think, you see, that when you call on God, He should jump up right. Yes, sir, what can I do for you? Right? And you want Him to solve all your problems right away, and He should make you win the lottery, and He should give you this and this. We order Him around, right? As if He happens to be our servant. Well, He is not going to take you on. So you can hit your head against the wall until it bleeds. Right? And you do that because of your ignorance. Man suffers because of one's ignorance. So don't bring God into the play. But we have the freedom to call on Him. Right? Whether He responds or not is another thing. So we have a picture now of this idea of our past action, or the accumulation of so many years of past action. Now, let us think about this life. In order to be born into this life, we sort of take the concentrated part of all that, and we call it the prarabdha karma, which would be the projection of this life. Now don't think for one moment that you are being born haphazardly here or there. The law of karma is a very precise law. It does not permit mistakes, errors. So the question here is, the individual to be born, he has to select a father, also a mother. And he can only select because of his deeds of the past. So he will get parents of that category. In other words, if that was a bad fellow, then he would choose parents of that quality, because he has to suffer for his bad deeds. And the parents must have done something bad to have a child like that to suffer as well. So we just don't born into a place just because we would like to be born somewhere. Right? And when we just take one look at the world in which we live, there were very few good ones around. So don't think for one moment that a political system or ideology is going to help you. No. If you were very bad and negative in your past, you would be born into an environment to pay those deeds. Suffering, disease, all sorts of things that come to you. Sometimes You might not even get the chance to see light because you will just die in the womb itself. Sometimes, somebody will just throw you out of there, of course. Sometimes you might live for a day, or a week, or a month. Now the question is, before you start getting out, you sign a contract. See? You are signing a contract for a physical body for, let us say, 100 years, because the 100 is very easy to. So you are signing up for a physical body for 100 years. This body you have there, right? This contract was made, and according to your situation, that contract was signed from anything from a day to 100 years. And the day that contract expires, nobody could do something to help but yourself. You can either terminate the contract before, or you can also extend the contract. But you have to do that. See? You have to do that. Now this depends on your action, which is karma.
Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma